Peace be upon you. If I were to ask you about the most famous painting you've heard of in your entire life, whether you're interested in art and paintings or you know nothing about them, your answer would simply be the Mona Lisa, the painting that depicts a kind lady observing everything around her. Her eyes seem to move everywhere, filled with curiosity. No matter where you stand, you'll find her watching you, her eyes slowly moving toward you, looking at you just as you're looking at her. She smiles a strange smile, frightening to some, joyful to others. Despite her silent smile, it speaks 1,000 words. The Mona Lisa is one of the most mysterious paintings, filled with many secrets, and there is a lot of debate surrounding it. Do Mona Lisa's eyes really move? And if they do, how can the eyes of a painting, made of some colors and paper, move left and right? And most importantly, why is this painting so famous that you know its name, and your friends and neighbors also know its name? And by the way, what does Mona Lisa even mean? Welcome to Random Question Channel, and in this episode of Random Questions, we will answer the question, why do Mona Lisa's eyes look at you? But before we begin, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you get our videos as soon as they're released. If you don't know what Mona Lisa means, or why it's named that, let me tell you that Mona in Italian means lady, and Lisa is the name of the depicted woman. When you put the two words together, the name of the painting is Lady Lisa. Now, who is this Lady Lisa? What's her story? And why is she so famous? What's the secret behind her great fame? The Mona Lisa is a painting by the Italian artist Leonardo da Vinci from the 16th century, which is a very long time ago. The reason for the painting's fame lies in several factors. The first reason is the new style of painting that da Vinci invented and used in this artwork. Da Vinci painted the kind lady sitting in this painting using a 3D technique, portraying both the side and front views of the lady at the same time in a single painting, giving the painting a three-dimensional, lifelike appearance. Leonardo da Vinci literally revolutionized the art world when he painted the Mona Lisa because all the paintings at that time were flat. Artists used to paint people from just one side, like the picture you're looking at right now. But if you compare them with the Mona Lisa, you'll feel like the Mona Lisa is a living picture, full of life, beauty, and everything good. This method of painting, or style of segmentation, was first used by Leonardo da Vinci, and artists after him began to follow the same method until art evolved into its current form. It's worth mentioning that this wasn't the only thing da Vinci added to the world of painting. He also used a new coloring technique that didn't exist at the time, which he invented and used to color the Mona Lisa. This new coloring technique is called sfumato, meaning in short that you won't find any clear lines in the entire painting. Instead, you'll see the colors gradually blending together, with no distinct lines separating them. This was something very new in art at that time. Not only that, but the painting is also filled with many wonders and mysteries. Da Vinci turned the painting from a mere drawing into a vast world of secrets, mysteries, and optical illusions. Let me mention some of the wonders of this painting, starting with her smile. The calm, very strange smile of the Mona Lisa has puzzled researchers throughout the ages. There's something amazing about it. If you're happy and look at the painting, her smile seems joyful, as if she's smiling at you. But if you're sad and look at the painting, her smile appears sad, as if her smile reflects your emotional state. The most famous thing about the Mona Lisa is her eyes. Firstly, let me clarify that Mona Lisa's eyes don't actually move as some people imagine. The whole thing is that the segmentation technique da Vinci used in the painting managed, in a certain way, to make Mona Lisa's eyes extend at a 30-degree angle. What does that mean? If you stand directly in front of the Mona Lisa, you'll find her eyes looking directly into yours, and that's completely normal. But if you step away from the Mona Lisa and take 2 steps to the right, for example, and then look again, you'll still find her eyes looking directly at you, as if you're standing right in front of her. This is all due to the segmentation technique da Vinci used. It's important to note that if you move more than 30 degrees away, you won't find her eyes looking at you. The painting is designed within a 30-degree range only, which, contrary to what some believe, is a small range. It's not like her eyes will pop out of the painting or chase after you, but in the end, the idea itself is brilliant. The fact that the painting looks at you as you look at it was an achievement in itself. If you think about it, it's amazing. We've always looked at paintings and contemplated them, but now, with Da Vinci's technique, we've given them a chance to look at us too. just as we look at them. One day, the Mona Lisa was in the Louvre Museum in Paris, and people were visiting as usual. Everything was calm, and the atmosphere was lovely. Suddenly, on August 22nd, 1911, the visitors at the Louvre Museum discovered that the Mona Lisa was missing. They found the place where the painting used to hang empty, and France woke up to the news that the Mona Lisa had been stolen. The painting remained missing for 2 years, with no one knowing anything about it. But over time, details of the story began to gradually emerge. There was an Italian man named Vincenzo, who worked as a glass worker at the Louvre Museum. On August 21st, he took advantage of the museum being closed with no visitors, removed the painting from its place, took off the frame, wrapped the painting in his clothes, and left the museum without anyone noticing. He kept the painting hidden in an abandoned apartment for 2 years. When he returned to Italy, he contacted an Italian artist named Alfredo Gheri and offered him the painting, telling him to buy it, and also claiming that Italy had more right to it because Leonardo da Vinci was Italian, and France had no right to take something that belonged to Italy. Anyway, the artist named Alfredo called the police and reported Vincenzo, telling them to come and get him, and he was handed over to the police. After that, the Italian government took the painting and placed it in an Italian museum called Uffizi Gallery. The whole world knew that the Mona Lisa had reappeared and that it was in Italy. France began communicating with Italy to retrieve the painting, and there were major disputes between them, to the point where it almost led to the severing of political relations between Italy and France. France was desperate to have the painting back, and in the end, France won the negotiations and returned the Mona Lisa to its place in Paris, and it was once again displayed at the Louvre Museum. But this time, they placed it in a bulletproof glass case to prevent it from being stolen again. It's also worth mentioning that during the trial of the man who stole the Mona Lisa, the police asked him, "Why did you steal the painting?" He replied, "Because she resembles my lover, who died years ago." Who is the woman in the Mona Lisa painting? Researchers have been investigating this question for a long time, and many theories and opinions have emerged. Some say the woman is Leonardo da Vinci's mother, others say she's his lover, and a third group believes she's just an imaginary figure. There's even a strange theory that says the Mona Lisa is Leonardo da Vinci himself, but with some changes in facial details to make her look like Mona Lisa. They even made a comparison between the face of the Mona Lisa and the face of Da Vinci, and found that there is indeed some resemblance. But the most popular and closest to accurate theory is that the Mona Lisa is a woman named Lisa Gherardini, the wife of a silk merchant named Francesco del Giocondo. This man was a friend of Da Vinci, and he asked him to paint a picture of his wife to hang in their home in celebration of her giving birth to a new child. Da Vinci worked on the painting for many years, and after completing it, he took it and traveled from Italy to France, and for some unknown reason, he never delivered the painting to Francesco or even to his wife. Over time, the King of France took the painting from Da Vinci and placed it in his palace. The painting continued to be passed from king to king until it eventually settled in Paris, specifically in the Louvre Museum. This was stated by historian Giorgio Vasari, who wrote Da Vinci's biography and who lived during Da Vinci's lifetime. He is the one who gave the Mona Lisa her name after Lady Lisa. Finally, let me tell you one last piece of information. The Mona Lisa is wearing a very thin transparent veil on her head, covering her forehead and head, which was a common accessory in the attire of princesses at that time. But of course, you might not have noticed the veil. So, go back, take another look, and focus on it. And with that, we've answered the question, why do Mona Lisa's eyes look at you? What are the questions that are puzzling you, and that you'd like us to answer in future episodes? Let us know in the comments below the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and share it. And for those who are watching us for the first time, subscribe and activate the bell to receive our videos as soon as they're released. See you in the next episode.